1, 2, 3, Harold and Brad, Windy City Filmmakers, Harold and Brad, Windy City Filmmakers, Harold and Brad.
You're listening to the Harold and Brad Windy City Filmmakers podcast. Bonus footage.
Taylor Bibat's with us. What's going on?
Hello, Brad and Harold. Nice to see you guys.
So where are you along the process with the project? And yeah.
So we shot half of it.
Nice.
During the crowdfunding campaign, which I don't advise.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, it was pretty much, some version, a great version of hell, but it was a version of hell for us, and for me especially, and my poor husband who had to be around me all the time. We had a lot of material that we could push into the crowdfunding campaign. Right. And so that was actually a real benefit, but it's very, very hard to do it, especially because these kinds of things, it's usually a small team working on it. And it was us doing the crowdfunding campaign and producing and directing and writing the script. So that can be hard. But anyway, we have the human part in the can. And in the spring or summer, we haven't quite scheduled it yet, we'll be shooting the puppet. So right now we are, speccing out all of the builds, trying to figure out availability. And it's right now pre-production for the second phase.
Right.
What would you say the name of the project is?
Empathica.
Great. I thought it was great seeing footage because I think it's something about, for better or worse, that people love jumping on. They love jumping on the bandwagon. When the bandwagon is flying down the tracks, so it was like kind of seeing that the project's already in motion. It got really exciting. I remember you contacted me at one point saying that crowdfunding is challenging. And I was thinking about when we had our crowdfunding campaign for our film, one of the challenges for me was just getting people's attention. Because there's so much stuff vying for people's attention, other crowdfunding projects, TikTok, YouTube, so on and so forth. So driving people to the campaign was really challenging. What were some of the challenges you faced in your crowdfunding adventures?
And how did you overcome?
Yeah.
Right. So that is definitely a big one. The capturing people's attention, especially because we were in the middle of the government shutdown.
Right.
There's a lot going on with ICE and with all of the things that are real concerns. And so we were competing with those things. And part of me was thinking, how could I be asking people to give money to this project when there's real stuff? People are going to lose their SNAP benefits. Like, how can I even be asking? And then I realized that putting positive things out on social media is actually really helping. Trying to work toward a project that is trying to make the world a better place and a more empathetic place, and trying to help some of those problems in I guess you could say a roundabout way, but maybe a more holistic way. And so one of the challenges is my own mental process of allowing myself to put that out there and ask. That was a big challenge. And then the next one was getting people's attention through all of that was going on. And I think once I really understood the value of the project, I didn't feel guilty anymore asking people for things because I want to be of service. I'm making the project to be of service. So a lot of the challenges were getting through my own mental blocks.
Right.
And then just the time that it takes. I mean, it was an intense amount of time, and It was we were also spending the money before we had it. And so the idea that is a reason not to do the shooting, not to shoot while you're doing the crowdfunding campaign, because putting money on credit cards for a project is not the smart, I'll say.
Right.
Unless you're pretty sure you're gonna succeed. And you have half of your mind that is sure, like, I know that I can do this. I'm very confident in myself. And the other is like, am I crazy? Like, how many, dozens of thousands of dollars am I asking for? Like, this is crazy. Why would I ever do this? I'm not worth that money. I'm not worth that time. So it's those two sides competing against each other. But it worked out partially also because it had to work out. Right. We're spending the money already. So if we didn't make that money, where does that come from? So it's a necessity. At the same time, it's Seed and Spark, which is where we raise the platform we raise the money on. You have to raise $24,000, or you have to raise 80% of your goal in order to get any money at all.
Right.
So that was a big challenge because we were really far away from that for a very long time. It is very cool, though, that they put that in place because it gives urgency and it helps people understand why they have to give. And it helps you raise more. And really, like, we can't do this with less than $30,000 because I can ask, my friends are doing a lot of this work for free, but I can't ask them to do all of it completely for free.
Right.
So it seems like, once you start saying, oh, I can do it for, $2,000, then that means that you're abusing people. So it's kind of this balance of being smart with the money, but also having enough so that you can support your collaborators, at least give them gestures of gratitude.
Thanks for listening to the Harold and Brad Windy City Filmmakers podcast, Bonus Footage. Download episodes on Spotify, Stitcher, Deezer, iTunes, and Podcast Addict. And look out for new episodes on YouTube. Peace.